There are so many moments that made me think in this book, and this was one of them in chapter 2 of All About Love. You know, I've actually heard of people saying that children love unconditionally, but Belle disagrees. She shares that children can reciprocate affectionate care when they receive it, and they can show affection, but that doesn't mean that that's an indicator that they know how to love. Some people will assume that they already know how and don't need to learn anything about loving others, but you're setting your child up for failure if you don't do this. I think about all the men that I've met before who were mama's boys, but either had no clue or just was consciously against allowing themselves to be vulnerable with their significant other to express love from their heart. How can that be? Well, just like Belle says, they may not have been taught how to love someone else. And that goes for men and women. You would think how to love others should be a basic thing to learn, but so many people unfortunately grew up without love, so it's difficult for them to not only learn to love, but to teach it to someone else. They'll need to do a lot of self-work, grace, and patience to get to that point. But I think that's why it's so important to reflect on your interactions and relationships with people so that you don't miss lessons, habits, and behaviors that could possibly hinder you when the next person comes along. One of the best things I've learned is to never assume that people grew up the same way you did.